Good morning, Community Church, and happy Friday. It is September 25th, and we are on location today in the pumpkin patch. So you can see I have my pumpkin shirt on and my pumpkin earrings, and we are just excited and ready about our patch for this year. Pumpkins, you might say, where are they? We didn't see any out there. Well, guess what? They are arriving tomorrow morning, Saturday, September 26th at 8 a.m. We're going to start the unloading. It usually takes about 3.5 hours with all hands on deck. And so we really would appreciate if you or anyone you know, family, friends, neighbors, are able to come. If you can do a little or you can do a lot, we would just appreciate your help. It really takes a community to run a pumpkin patch, especially on unloading day. So we are just so looking forward to our pumpkins arriving and for our patch this season. And you know, as we've been preparing, many steps go into preparing for our pumpkin patch. I hope you can hear me okay today. It is pretty loud out here with all of the cars and traffic going by. But you know, over the last few weeks, all these cars that drive by every day may not have known that we were about to have a pumpkin patch and that we were preparing. But as the days go by and different stages go by, first we had to have the shed that's behind me towed up here. We had the tents go up, we had lights go up, we had the pallets laid out, we have hay being delivered. There are lots of stages that go into preparation to receive our pumpkins. You know, it made me think of a couple of things that I'd like to share with you today for our devotion time. So many people in our world right now look around at the things that are going on. Obviously, the pandemic is one, just our polarized elections in this country, the massive hurricanes and storms that have been going through, especially through the Gulf Coast area. And people see all these things and they think, oh, Jesus is coming back. These are all signs he's coming soon. And they may well be, but Scripture says only God the Father knows the day and the time of Jesus' return. I do know that every day that passes, we are getting closer. However, the church has survived through lots of things, through plagues, through crusades, through wars, through the Reformation and the church splitting, and I know that the church is going to survive through all these things that we are currently going through. But Scripture tells us that in order for Jesus to return, there are things we should be doing to prepare. Just like we have to prepare for the pumpkin patch, the church needs to be prepared for Jesus' return. The number one thing that he tells us to do is to spread the good news, to spread the gospel to the ends of the earth. And that can be through, you know, our words, talking to people, but that can also just be through our actions, through the life that we lead, letting Jesus' light shine through us. And so I want to encourage you today that we may not know when Jesus is coming back. It might be tomorrow, it might be another 2,000 years from now, but we know that God's timing is perfect. Just like it was the perfect time for Jesus to be born, we know that when he returns, it will be in God's perfect time. But in the meantime, our job as Christians is not to just sit back and go to church, but is really to continue to spread the gospel in any means possible. This pumpkin patch is one of the ways that our church tries to do that. It is a huge outreach to our community, and it gives us an opportunity to reach out to them, to connect with them, to pray for them, to encourage them, especially during difficult times, and most importantly, to share that gospel with them if the opportunity arises, to give them hope and a future, to know that our hope is in Jesus Christ. Another thing it makes me think about, I have to hold this here, so I'm trying to hold it steady with my arms. One more thing it makes me think about is in your own personal life. We always try to give you a daily application with our devotions, is that if you have been praying for something, maybe for a long time, maybe you've been going through some things, maybe you've been praying for that salvation for a family member or a friend, and it's taken a long time. I want to encourage you to not give up hope, to know that God hears our prayers. And sometimes it's just the preparation that's taking place. The wait is because God is working behind the scenes in the background. He knows the outcome of your prayer, and there's just some preparation along the way that needs to be taking place. Just like I said, there's lots of preparation goes into the pumpkin patch. God is working in your life. He wants to bless you. He wants to give you an abundant harvest, and because He loves you so much. And so I just want to encourage you today that in your own prayer life, as you are waiting on God, as you're asking Him for things, to not give up, to press on, to know that God answers our prayers. His timing is perfect, and that He loves each and every one of us because we are His children. So thank you for joining me today on location in the pumpkin patch. I guarantee we will be back here again soon, maybe next week, but definitely in the weeks to come. And looking forward to seeing as many of you as possible show up to help with our pumpkin unloading tomorrow, Saturday, September 26th at 8 a.m. Thank you. I hope you have a blessed day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.